Overthinking can be a major obstacle to achieving your goals and living an inspired life. It can cause anxiety, stress, and lead to poor decision making. You know that overthinking is holding you back from reaching your full potential, but don't know how to stop it. You feel like you're stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions that are preventing you from taking action. This video will provide 5 powerful ways to help you break the cycle of overthinking so that you can unlock your true potential and start living an inspired life. Learn how to recognize when your mind is spiraling out of control. Reframe negative thoughts into positive ones. Practice mindfulness techniques and more. So, what is overthinking and why is it important to address? Overthinking is a common problem that can have far-reaching consequences. It's characterized by persistent excessive worry and rumination on a subject or situation. It can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and even depression. Other physical symptoms like headaches and insomnia may also be present. How can it hold you back from achieving your goals? Overthinking can have serious consequences that can prevent you from achieving your goals. It can lead to difficulty making decisions, feeling overwhelmed, and paralyzing fear of failure or success. Overthinking often leads to a negative feedback loop where thoughts become more irrational and out of control the more time you spend ruminating on them. This negative spiral can make it difficult, if not impossible, to take the necessary steps to reach your goals. Recognizing and stopping overthinking. The primary sign of overthinking is persistent, excessive worry, and rumination on a particular subject or situation. This worry can manifest itself in a variety of ways, such as difficulty making decisions, feeling overwhelmed, an inability to let go of mistakes, over-analyzing conversations and interpersonal interactions, and a paralyzing fear of failure or success. Other physical symptoms like headaches and insomnia may also be present. Moreover, research has shown that overthinking can increase rumination, which leads to an increased levels of stress hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline, which have been linked to an increased risk for mental health problems such as depression. Therefore, it's important to identify when you're beginning to enter into this negative spiral so that you can take steps to course correct before it spirals out of control. Signs that you're beginning to enter into this cycle include engaging in unproductive habits, like scrolling through social media mindlessly instead of taking productive action, having difficulty focusing, feeling exhausted despite not doing much, staying up late worrying, having trouble sleeping, low mood or irritability, dwelling on past mistakes or events, constantly second-guessing yourself, having a hard time letting go or moving on from situations, always worrying about the future or what could go wrong, difficulty making decisions due to fear of making mistakes or being judged for them. Here are 5 tips for dealing with overthinking. Tip number 1. Reframe negative thoughts into positive ones. Instead of focusing on the problem, take a step back and look for possible solutions or positive aspects. Make an effort to use more positive language and replace negative thoughts with more constructive ones. For example, rather than just focusing on what you can't do, it's important to reframe negative thoughts into positive ones. This will help you to stay motivated, energized, and optimistic despite any obstacles that you may encounter. For example, if the task seems too overwhelming or difficult to tackle, focus on breaking it down into smaller, more manageable steps. This will make it less daunting and easier to take on. This shift in thinking will help you to stay focused on the outcome, rather than ruminating on past mistakes or worrying about the future. Tip number 2. Practice mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness is a mental practice that involves being aware of your thoughts and feelings without judging or reacting to them. It allows you to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Research has shown that mindfulness can help reduce rumination and provide relief from anxiety and stress. There are various ways to practice mindfulness, such as meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, guided imagery, and even a few minutes of quiet time away from distractions each day. For example, if you find yourself worrying about the results of an upcoming exam, instead of replaying the same anxious thoughts over and over, try to simply observe them without judgment. Acknowledge that the thought is there and then let it go. Tip number 3. Talk it out. Talking out your worries with someone else who understands can be incredibly helpful in stopping overthinking. This is especially true if the other person is impartial and supportive. They can provide insight into the situation, which may not have been available when ruminating alone. Additionally, talking it out releases oxytocin, which can help feelings of safety, trust, and connection, all of which are essential for reducing levels of fear and allowing us to move forward with our goals. This also helps you to gain insight, clarity, and perspective that can be difficult to achieve when ruminating alone. Additionally, speaking about your worries can also help to relieve stress as it releases oxytocin, which helps us feel more safe and connected. Tip number 4. Stay busy with meaningful activities. Keeping yourself occupied with meaningful activities is one of the best ways to reduce overthinking because it provides structure to your days while also giving you a sense of purpose and accomplishment. Two things that are often lacking when we're stuck in a cycle of negative thinking patterns. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unable to focus due to overthinking, try taking a break and engaging in an activity that you enjoy. Examples include exercise, doing crafts or hobbies you enjoy, volunteering for a cause you care about, joining groups or classes related to something that interests you, or completing tasks that are done around the house or at work. Examples of these are cleaning out closets or organizing paperwork, and etc. This will help take your mind off of the worries that are consuming it. Tip number 5. Challenge your thinking patterns. When caught in a cycle of overthinking, it's important to challenge these thoughts rather than accept them as facts without question, as this reinforces their power over us by feeding into our fears about reality being different from our expectations, hopes, dreams, and etc. Ask yourself questions like, is this thought realistic? Is there another perspective I could take? Is this fear based in fact or emotions? And what would I tell my friend if they were having the same thought pattern? Challenging your thoughts helps disrupt their power over you so that they don't become overwhelming or unmanageable. Making small changes now to reduce overthinking can create big results in the future. It may not seem like much when it's happening, but these changes add up over time and make a significant difference. Taking the time to recognize and challenge your thoughts, practice mindfulness techniques, talk out your worries with someone else, and stay busy with meaningful activities are all great ways to start taking control of your overthinking patterns and take back your life. Reducing overthinking can be a difficult process, but it is far from impossible. By taking the time to recognize and challenge your thoughts, practice mindfulness techniques like yoga and journaling, talk out your worries with someone else who understands you, and stay busy with meaningful activities that bring you joy, you can take back control of your mind and create more positive outcomes in the future. The power lies within us to make small changes now that will lead to big results later. So why not start today? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all next time.